Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Alan from BluStreet Exotics. Got my boy Dre here, who's been here with us for a long time, and
Yeah.
BluStreet. Just to have more of like an intellectual conversation about some topics, just to make it a little bit different. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube channel, on the Instagram. We got lots of stuff dropping soon. But today's topic is gonna be pretty simple. Simple. Should we let people who crash cars rent cars again? He has his opinion. I have my opinion. We're going to kind of go back and forth a little bit to kind of speak about this topic and kind of see where it goes. So I have a very simple approach to it. Some people make mistakes. Some people are kind of just idiots, to say the least.
I think it all depends on how they handle the accident.
I agree.
Like what you said, things happen, people make mistakes, but it all depends on what you do afterwards.
Like perfect example. We had the guy that rented the 570, the red one. Really,
Right.
really good friend of ours. Does a lot of stuff for us and
Right.
a big return customer. So I feel like in that case, even though it was unfortunate that he hydroplaned, because you got to think that one customer rented from us like 30, 40 times, maybe more.
I remember.
So for us to blacklist or ban him,
It doesn't make
it's
sense.
going to be hard.
In that case, no, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But like I said, the reaction afterwards is, I think, what matters the most.
What do you mean by reaction?
So if you get into an accident and you try and cover shit up, or you try and make it seem like it wasn't your fault and you're not straightforward,
Yeah.
that's where I think, in my opinion, that customer should be blacklisted. Versus some people that, like, shit happens and you say, hey, like, you call the line right away, the main line, you speak to one of the managers and you explain to the manager, like, listen, something happened, we got into a situation, what is my next best move?
Yeah, I think the communication with the customer, I think a big thing too is obviously if a big accident's happening, we got to go through the customer's insurance.
Of course.
Their communication with their insurance company is huge.
Yeah, and how they just cooperate and, like, be a regular person. Don't become a wise guy all of a sudden. That's the issue.
Yeah, because a lot of people get into these accidents and they start ducking the insurance companies. They start ducking us.
Ignoring the phone call.
Thinking that we're not going to call the lawyer.
Or the worst case is if they try and fix it themselves.
Oh, yeah. We
had a few of those.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of times people get into accidents and, they want to have their boy fix it. And 9 out of 10 times...
Their boy can't do nothing. Their boy
or they're painting a white car yellow.
Yeah.
It looks crazy. So just don't ever do that, because we're still going to go through your insurance to get them to pay.
And it's worse because you got to pay your boy. It gets to us. We look at the car. We
still
already
go through your insurance.
Yeah, like, you paid
once,
your
deposit.
Twice. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't even risk it.
So what are some cases where, like, they're never coming back? And I mean, we had some bad accidents. I know we have a lot of top tier performance cars. Lambos, Ferraris, McLarens, M5s, CLSs. We've had, AMGs. We have a really nice selection of cars. The new car, the 720S with the rift exhaust, that's a fast car. We do have rules against speeding, but how do you feel about customers that crash due to speeding?
I mean, perfect example. I don't even mean to call out a specific customer, but guy with the G80.
Yeah.
You get caught, you're doing burnouts, you're driving recklessly, you think that you're Lewis Hamilton, and then you end up macking the car.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like you can't drive.
And what's funny? I did another podcast, another talk talking about M cars. M cars have been a huge issue for us. We obviously love them because they weren't really good, but we lost, our yellow F80.
Right.
2 accidents. They didn't get totaled, but 2 accidents. We had the other red
the Heritage red F80
totaled.
Right.
F83 totaled.
Right.
G80 totaled.
2 G80s.
Yes, 2 G80s totaled. You're correct. We lost
the F90.
F90 we lost, and then one of them was in 2 bad accidents, but they didn't get totaled, and one of them is completely totaled.
Which one?
Gray one was crashed twice. Right. X6M completely totaled, the original.
When they sideswiped the car.
Original blue one.
Right.
I mean, a lot of M's, man. A lot of M's. So
I think
we actually had a podcast with really just me speaking. Should we ban M cars? It's hard because they make a lot of money, but is it worth it when people are getting hurt
I think the issue with the M cars is that the customers that they attract always tend to be like those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's always like, because we have this argument all the time. Is it even worth having those cars on the fleet?
That's why I was thinking about it.
M5s.
I was saying this might be the last year we test them.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
It's tried and true now where it's like, it's not even worth it. I think it's almost worth having like a Huracan over two M3s, because all those cars always end up like, even though they turn over a lot of like money, I think in the long term, it's just never worth it.
Yeah.
Never worth it. I think people get a lot of like false confidence because of how easy it is to, like
get into a car and to be quick.
Yeah. Like do a little burnout.
Yeah.
A little donut, launch the car everywhere. The cars are real peppy, and people just forget like you went from an Altima to an M5. Like,
yeah.
It just don't work like that.
It's tough for me because most of the time when a customer gets into an accident, if we find out it was just a lot of negligence, I'm going to go with that. We banned them from renting them most of the time. Every once in a blue moon, like hydroplaning is unfortunate, but it happens.
Right.
If you ever hydroplaned before, sometimes you don't even know what's happening, and then all of a sudden you may crash.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never crashed a car hydroplaning, so I don't know where people lost their license or where they got their license from, but it's like, for example, we have a friend X, and he drives his car with bald tires. And it's like, you're not renting a car with bald tires. You're renting a regular car, all season
none of our
tires.
cars, for a perfect, just so you guys know, none of our cars have bald tires. Just let's make that clear.
And it's just some people, like, negligent thinking. If it's raining, you slow down.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's just common sense. I think if for any reason you had a car and it wasn't driving good for whatever reason, call us, let us know what's going on, keep us updated, because at the end of the day, our goal is to gain more customers, be friends with you guys, have you guys come back again, be
keep
confident.
The cars.
Yeah. And we want to keep the cars. And listen, we've had conversations on buying nicer and nicer cars. We want to get, nicer specs, individual colors, top line models, we even had conversations about modifying some cars.
Yeah, we would love to have cars with like a tune and downpipes on it, but it's just when everyone is just so like I don't even want to say stupid, but just negligent
and destroying cars. Like the perfect example, we have the brand new M340. Obviously, that car in stock form is fun, but not
with
crazy.
a tune. It would be fun though. Yeah, but again, like
it
people
becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you do a downpipe tune 340,
and it's two rentals, and then it's destroyed.
Yeah, it's not worth making the investment for it just to be destroyed days later. A lot of times our M5, perfect example, first rental it was crashed. So like that's not worth it. It's not fun for us. It's not fun for you guys. Everyone says, oh yeah, but the insurance is just going to pay. We don't want to go through that process. It's just very annoying. So yeah, we'll do a lot more of this. Kind of just more conversations with you guys. You guys go in the comments. Tell us what you guys think. What car should we buy? How should our process be as far as educating customers about the cars that they're renting and how to control them, and how to be able to drive them. We're going to have some more topics coming up that are going to be a little bit more controversial. But listen, at the end of the day, if you guys as our customer base is not happy, then there's no point of us doing what we're doing. We could just go rent a whole bunch of Hondas and minivans and boring stuff.
Or we can make it just unattainable and just have all Wraiths and Cullinans and
just strictly exotic.
Cars.
No more AMGs, no more M's, no more RS cars. Just straight exotics.
You know who I would love to hear from? I would love to hear from the people that have rented cars and crashed them. What do you think, like, your responsibility is in that case? What do you think we should do?
Yeah, that's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
You should probably have them on the podcast.
I feel like they'd be too embarrassed to be on the podcast.
The MacCast. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe again. Follow us on all socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And see you guys soon. BluStreet Exotic signing out. See you soon.